Buongiorno from Trieste in Italy. So with an inside cabin, you can turn on the TV. You've got your TV channels, which includes the safety video and sports. There's a few movies on there. I don't really watch telly, to be honest, but I do sometimes put on channel number 2, which is the bridge cam. There you go. We're in Trieste today. It looks like we're parked right where you get off the ship and walk into town. Got to see what that's like. That's my adventure for this morning. I'm going for a slightly healthier breakfast this morning, so I've gone for cereal, knocked myself a bit of fruit, and then a pan of chocolate. And that is smoked salmon, just because it's there for breakfast and I really like smoked salmon. And a cup of tea to wake me up. Good morning. The Amsterdam is following us around again from Holland, America. We've landed in Trieste, Italy. So I keep calling it Trieste. My Italian friend tells me it's Trieste. So there you go. Need to pronounce your letters in Italian. I don't really know what there is here, so I'm going to get off and explore and see what there is. So follow me around for the day. You like looking at yachts, but then you go out just off an anchor there. You've got this beast, look at that. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before somewhere else. I don't know what it is, can't remember who it is that owns it, but wow, it's big, isn't it? Getting the lift down to deck 3, which is where the gangplank is today. Good morning. Down deck 3, here are these little corners. You do get certain badges where Marella Explorer 2 has visited. These ports are already been to around the world. I've done a few of those myself. To leave, you have to take your passport with you. I've got that with me. And all aboard time 6:30, so we've plenty of time today. That's why I'm not in a rush. So here in Trieste, couldn't be any easier. Got Marella Explorer 2 there, and we are docked right in the town. Literally get off and through the terminal exit, you're there. So no shuttle buses today. We are right in the centre of town, and the Amsterdam's there next to us. There's a bit of a parade going on. Oh, there's a flag and a half, isn't it? Going on there, you can see flags marching in the distance. What a backdrop. So that looks like some little military parade. I don't really know what it's for, but that was very interesting to watch. And then lovely square, that's the government buildings in Trieste. And then there you can see Marella Explorer 2 just peeking in the background. I'm going to head down to the harbour afterwards. And there's Amsterdam. And then, you know, it's like a super yacht again. And a few other yachts. And round the other way. Really nice architecture. I like Italy a lot. I've been a few times. And I have to say, Trieste, I've only literally walked that distance from the ship. And I already like this a lot. On the side of those flags as well. Nice harbour here. I presume those are the pilot boats. Seems quite a few of them. I don't know, unless it's fishing boats or something. But you can see on the top of that building a modern day St Mark's Lion from Venice. No, we're not in Venice, but this is actually one of the stopping off points. So tours from Trieste are, you can go for a day trip to Venice. You're not actually allowed to sail into Venice anymore. So this is one of the places that they've obviously picked on. And then somebody else I've met is going to Ljubljana in Slovenia, which is the other direction. I'm quite happy just wandering and exploring. Always like to go somewhere I've never been. Yes, so I'm really enjoying Trieste. It's absolutely lovely. So I'm out on a little pier just next to the ships. You've got the band in the background there. So still doing the military parade. I'm really enjoying it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to kind of go in that direction now. I don't know if the parade's going to get in the way of it, but try and get up the hill and get into the town. Parade's finished, so I managed to get into the big square. Just look at some of this beautiful architecture. Back on the narrow streets again. Shopping streets and bars and cafes. Church up there. I'm really disorganised. I have no idea what there is to see in Trieste. Nice dog. And so I'm just wandering, but I'm actually enjoying it all the more for just wandering. One of those places that I think it's beautiful to just get out and have a look around. There seems to be another street full of pavement cafes and bars. In Italy, so you've got pizzas and sandwiches. They look good. Oh, and actually cakes as well. The other thing is, today's Sunday, so of course all the Italians are out and about too, all the locals. That's a church, there's a service going on, so I didn't interrupt that. And yeah, just having a wander. This little park next to me, and the kids seem like they're having a good time. And you would do it in this beautiful weather. Now, usually they weren't giving out tourist maps at this one, so I've no idea where I'm going, but I'm following the pedestrian street. So again, bars and cafes, obviously, shops, nice buildings, very Italian. There is a Van Gogh exhibition on in the Trieste Museum. Far too nice for me to be in a museum today, however much I like Van Gogh. This is a statue of Maximilian of Austria, Emperor of Mexico. Oh, there you go. what that symbolism is in Trieste, or maybe using Italian. Yeah, everything else coming through. So I walked through the pedestrian bit of the town and I ended up on the other side of the ship. So this must be the harbour down this way, so I'll head down this way. Nice little view there through the boats. See the lighthouse at the bottom. And around the corner you've got the big marina. That's full of yachts. Enjoying the view of the yachts and the harbour there, and then in the background you've got the Marella Explorer too, looking very marvellous, albeit hidden by 1,000 masts. It's a bit of a funny cruise, this one, for me, because it's not quite so much about exploring like the one in Canada and New England. If you've not watched that series, and it's still there on YouTube. But this place, it's more of a just get off and have a wander. I don't have anything great to see. I'm sure there are lots of things here. I didn't really do that much research, but I'm not bothered. I'm quite enjoying just getting off, having a walk, a look around, and then actually getting back on the ship and enjoying being on a cruise ship. The joy being in the Adriatic and the Mediterranean generally is obviously you get nice weather. It doesn't look as nice as it looks here. And you can just enjoy the ship, lounge around the pool, listen to a bit of music. I might do that in a bit. I'm not feeling like I need to be out and about all day today. So the Italians are trying to save in to try and collect plastic from the ocean, which can only be a good thing. I don't quite know whether that mucky bit there is sucking it in or what. Not quite sure where the sea bin actually is, unless it's actually buried underneath this. Looks like a car. But anyway, good on them. All in favour of a bit of environmentalism, especially when you're sailing the seas. I've seen some real places where it's not looked after at all, so it's nice for them to be looking after it. If you're enjoying my adventures on Marella Explorer 2, then please drop us a like and maybe even a comment if you've been on this ship before. And don't forget to subscribe, then you don't miss the rest of our adventures in the Adriatic. This is the Aquario. I'm presuming that is aquarium in English. Well, I've been out for a couple of hours and I think I've seen all I need to see today. Had a nice wander, I've enjoyed it. I'm going to go and get back on the ship and enjoy an afternoon on board. Right towards the ship, these are a couple of tour buses going out on afternoon tours, doing a look around Tuscany. Now actually, I would have had plenty of time to do that if I'd have thought about it. I'm not too worried, I've been to Tuscany before, but even so, it's worth thinking about. Back on board for afternoon trivia if I want it. Scoops if you want some ice cream. I'm hoping that Nonna's is still open for lunch, so seeing as we're in Italy, I thought I might try and have pasta for lunch. I think it's self-service and choose what you want, so go have a look. So this is acceptance. I've gone for pizza, pepperoni and meatball spice because you can make your own pasta and you choose what you want. So I think I can make a concoction for my lunch. Here you go, penny with nuggets toppings. And this has arrived freshly made from my concoction. It looks good, smells good, so hopefully it'll taste good. I got a sunbed just as it started raining. I'm not keen on that. I was just thinking there weren't many sunbeds, and then it started to rain. Just big drops, not really hard, but everyone's done a runner. During the day we do the maintenance when people are off the ship, so I'm not a bit closed off at the moment. Can hide from the rain under here, of course. This this cloud is coming over, it's giving us a little bit of liquid sunshine. So I've got a bit of liquid sunshine of my own. I'm still sitting on my sunbed, and just wishing it'd be real and get past. It's not strong rain, it's a bit like in big spots, so you feel like a splat every couple of seconds. There's worse ways to spend the day. Cheers. Down at the bottom there you've got Vista, and then the rest of it is Latitudes, which is the main dining room. It's all included, all very nice. Look at all the lights of Italy twinkling away there. Tonight we're going to have a game of Name That Towel Animal. I'm guessing that's a frog, do you reckon? Also got my cruise news for tomorrow. We're off to Ancona in Italy, and 2 chocolates which I've just cleaned my teeth, but I'm going to eat them anyway. So there you go. Good night, see you tomorrow.